Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Mustangs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bond. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the SMU head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Mustangs will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Bond. Slips through the line. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
And people still fill in the stands. And he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates, start for this young man.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Henderson. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hits the hole. It's Henderson. Knocked down immediately.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Got him right there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third and short now from their own 48. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, it's Richard. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll run him again. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled him. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Right side, it's Jackson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Bailey. The sure hands, it's Jackson. Ripping through the defense. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Second down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
It is good. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bond. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghosts. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Out wide left, it's Marsh. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Here we go. Ready. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Let's go. 29 bounce. 29, ready. Wide 53, go. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Heaves it deep. He's got it way down the field. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
2nd and long here. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Slings it downfield. Nice play to knock that one down.
How about the coverage by the defense? It's almost like they knew they were running a curl route, sitting on the route, doing a good job of seeing the quarterback, breaking on the football. This defense is dialed in to no matter what you throw at them.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking left. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Gonna look downfield again. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Back to pass on second down. Out wide right, it's Hamilton. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Cuts it upfield. It's Richard. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Indiana! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake, obviously.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
The run inside. It's Henderson. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line. Right back to it. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. A 1st and 10 for this offense.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
He'll pull it down. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Bailey. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Shoots it to the left. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
RPO complete. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets the gift. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the...
Snags it, and he's open. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Right, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
There he goes. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Rush is on. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Blasted as he lets it go. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And with time running out here in the second quarter, the offense just going to take a knee. Don't want to risk disaster here. Make sure you go to the locker room with the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arizona State taking on the UNLV Rebels. And it's the home squad with the first half lead on this juggernaut, and they're trying to make history today. Going to take a lot of discipline in this second half, but they're almost halfway home. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is the time to go out and do it.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Straight ahead, it's Henderson. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Mustangs want to move quickly. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Oh, pressure's coming. Smashes ahead. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. What a mess. A delay of game on the two-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Deep in the end zone, it's Bond. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Gonna run it. It's Richard. Swamped immediately.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Turning it on. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's changing the play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On the run, it's Martin. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The handoff. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The give. Fighting off the defender. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Running the red zone. It's Martin. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
The Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Here we go, ready? Red 18. Go!
Runs through a tackle. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one.
Blue 22.
On the snap, it's Henderson. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Left side is Singleton. Runs through a man. He might have some. He smashes his way through again. Past the 30. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, SMU. He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 86-yard touchdown pass.
Number 99, set to kick it away.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground with the counter. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it back to him. They were all over it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Ready. Red 54, red 54. Go.
Quick give. It's Richard. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3.
Whoa, 22. Hey, move.
Looking for space. It's Martin. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field.
Ready, ready. Black 88. Black 88. 180 go.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it. Maybe a crease. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Steamrolls his way ahead. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Hoosiers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Fourth and 6. The quarterback takes a knee. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. The run to the right. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
3rd and long coming up. Hits inside. It's Green. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great...
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Looking for the marker. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.